So can I have your name and position for the record?
The Swain, yes, we could say community activist.
Okay, so tell me how you feel about the increase of the power rate.
Well, honestly, I'm not surprised. We've seen this cycle before, but I want to even take it a step further. I think it's time for us as Grand Bahamians to actually hold these companies accountable and to hold the government accountable. In 2022, a cabinet committee was formed comprised of senior cabinet ministers to solve the same very well issue that we had when the same power company requested approval for a rate increase in 2022. When the cabinet committee was formed, the rate still increased and the cabinet committee vanished. So my question is, where's the cabinet committee now? And what is the purpose of that cabinet committee if the rate still increased? And my next point is, as Grand Bahamians, we've seen this before. It's inhumane. But how long are we going to sit on the sidelines and just allow these monopolized companies to do whatever they want when they come here? It isn't fair for Bahamians. But what do you expect? We sit back and we take it. We sit back and we take it and we do nothing. We talk about it on social media for a couple weeks and then it brushes over. We have this approach where it's like, okay, yeah, nothing we can do about it, but that's wrong. We are their only customer. That's the biggest part of it. If we decide that we want to take action, then once we do that, they can't handle that. But it takes us coming together as Grand Bahamians to actually do it. See, my thing is, as I look around now, I see a lot of people pushing this campaign of, oh, Bahamians need to come back home and we need our Bahamians to come back home. But my question is, how can you expect Bahamians to come back home when you're not taking care of the Bahamians that already live here? What are they going to come back to? High power bills and no jobs? We have seen this cycle before and we will continue to see it if we don't stand up for ourselves. We can't depend on nobody else. We can't depend on the government because that's been proven, because the cabinet committee that was formed did nothing about it. So we as the residents have to stand up for ourselves to solve this issue. And if we don't do that, then we deserve what we get.
Anything else you would like to add?
I think that's pretty good, pretty clear.
Very good.
Ready? Okay, yeah, so it was one thing. Right now, currently, there is a current case going on right now with the Grandmama Port Authority, with the Grandmama Power Company, with IRCA as well, right? That's a current case that is active. That case is for regulation. The power company needs a regulatory body in order to get rates approved or declined. That case is deciding who is the actual regulators of that company. So until that case is handed down, the power company should not be allowed to even ask or attempt to get a rate adjustment when there is no clear regulatory body in place. So we need to know who the regulator is first, and then we could go to that next step. But for right now, there shouldn't even be talks of rate adjustment because we don't even know who the regulator is. That's it. Just a that in there.
So who edits? Who's gonna edit this up? We have no idea.
Huh?
You come with the prepared. In the pool, you have a picture of the room.
Just so we don't overlap, like my part, you know, get black,